that I was living out in LA. And I was able to look back from that big picture view and recognize that although it was a very successful lifestyle according to certain standards, those standards were not super important to me.
Right.
And pursuing them was standing in the way of all of the things that I was telling myself I wanted to do. But these were things that I could do. I just wasn't, because I was instead pursuing these goals that were not my own. And on top of that, the pace that I was moving at was not sustainable at all.
Right.
I was going to die by 30 if I kept going at that, going out networking several times a week, which is just drinking and hopefully hoping that you find a client. It wasn't very healthy at all. And my relationship suffered, my health suffered, everything suffered except my bank account. And it got to a point where it simply was not enough. It wasn't something that I particularly cared about, above and beyond wanting to be able to pay the bills, afford food, and those things that I was putting off were getting closer and closer to my view. They were kind of dominating everything else that I was looking at, to the point where I couldn't ignore them anymore. And prime among them was wanting to have the freedom of time and location to actually go out and do things, to do work that I cared about. That was becoming more and more important as I got these increasingly kind of stressful client loads that I was dealing with, but also being able to travel the world, go out and see things and expose myself to new points of view, new people, new ideas, new ways of doing things, new backgrounds, new everything. And I'd grown up in the Midwest most of my life. I had found some of these things through seeking it out, trying to find it in other people, trying to read, expose myself to the written and visual and audio media from around the world. But there's certain things that you can only get by going out and doing. So for me, that was really important.